What I talk about is built on bullhorn ox antlers vid. Most of my thoughts on the topic is based on what I personally felt and at some point experienced. I had this thought for a long time, and a random recommendation motivated me to actually compile all my thoughts, not only because of someone's misrepresentation, but more to prove to myself something I have in mind almost for 1.5 years. Yes, of course, the reason is outdated by now in the moment of making the vid on 5 years. I don't think it's matter that much, so I'll start. As that not much people who is familiar and friends of mine know, I am the most huge ghoul and Hancock especially simp. And for me it's really important to keep everything related to ghouls law appropriate and overall treated with kinda respect and non bigotry. Cause for some personal reasons I really relate to ghouls. The main thing that caught my attention was a statement or assumption that the man himself do not take romance seriously, and he just treats soul survivor as friend with benefit, which I of course do not agree with. The way Hancock spoke and responded to romance or flirt options is not unserious, but seems to be more of a defense mechanism. A lot of people have this when they stumble across an uncomfortable situation, so for some people with this defense mechanism, the easiest way to get out of it is to joke it off. As for lapse in judgment line, I interpret it as insecurity. Someone who is insecure of themselves would say that everything good drops on them is just luck, not because they can be interesting, that they don't deserve it. Not sure is it because he's cool, or can't imagine how a person like him can be loved by someone, or everything combined. You know yourself better than anyone else, right? So it means, unlike your best friend or potential partner, you are the most aware person of all your misdeeds and flaws, which I'm sure Hancock has a lot. After all, a person who treats love confession as being friends with benefits hardly would say affectionate compliments that often as he does. And phrase about turning soul survivor ghoul comes to that part. I genuinely wonder how this can be seen as what they have is not serious, not permanent, rather than a funny joke, yes, and well, basically long term, as ghouls can live for centuries unlike humans. And I can see someone would tell that feeling deepest connections to other person. But anyway, who am I to claim something as truth other than to myself? Just some easy to impress kid whose life was changed by interacting multiple times with just a game NPC.